morning. Chris Spicher, Antelope Valley Florist and AV Nice. With one of the biggest AV Nice fans, Kimberly Maevers. Fun for you. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Chris. Thank you for having me.
We've known each other a long time.
A very long time.
Where did we meet?
I think we were chamber ambassadors, Lancaster Chamber of Commerce, back in the Larry Lake days in the 80s.
Ambassadors? You were an ambassador for the chamber?
Yeah, I was one of the youngest ever. I was
probably still the youngest ever.
No, I was very young. Back in the 80s, I was very young.
Because, I knew your dad, and he was like my age. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So you've been doing this a long time.
I have, well, I've been breathing a long time.
And then we did Toastmasters.
Yes.
And you're still in Toastmasters.
Yes. Paid member.
Paid.
I'm a paid member of, and a founding member of Shop Talk Toastmasters.
Paid member sounds like in, the La Cosa Nostra when you're a maid man. So that means you're paid forever?
No. I don't have the life member status yet because I'm still breathing.
I'm sorry.
You digress. You're digressing.
But I digress. Fun for you. That's what we're doing here today.
Yeah, if you want.
How did you come up with the idea?
Well, I was a home builder in Colorado back in 2009 and was going through a divorce, was planning my move back to California, and was looking at the economy saying, my dad calls me and says, there's no home building going on in California, right? Yes. He says, what are you going to do for a job, Maevers? I don't know, Dad. So,
especially out there in the desert.
Right, in the desert. Goodness gracious. So I sat down with my friend John Perry, my mentor and friend of 30 zillion years, and he said, we got to figure this out for you because you got to do something to earn a living. In the course of our conversation, he determined, although I had other passions, they wouldn't enable me to make a living, earn a living at least. So home building was out of the question. Habitat for Humanity, I was already on the board with them in Colorado. That was a volunteer position, and he reminds me that volunteerism doesn't pay the bills.
Being a dad, yeah.
Yeah, right. And then underwater photography, which was something I love to do. He's like, you live in a landlocked state of Colorado and you're moving back to the desert. Do you really think there's going to be a business in underwater photography for you? No. So he said, the other thing I know about you is you love animals. You've always loved animals. He's known me forever. I've always loved and to take care of animals. So he said, let's figure out a way for you to make a living taking care of animals. And he said, you're too old to go back to school and get a veterinary license, so let's figure out something else. So John encouraged me to go talk to my veterinarian in Colorado and pick her brain. And she told me if I could create a job where I was a professional pet sitter specializing in special needs pets, she could refer all of her clients to me because she could trust me and she could train me how to do the special needs applications, medication administration, all of that. So that's how I went down that rabbit hole. And Dr. Robin Downing, one of the amazing female veterinarians in the country, cancer specialist, first veterinarian ever to be trained in pain management for pets. She's an awesome woman. So she kind of took me under her wing and started letting me practice on animals in her practice.
Oh.
The first special needs pet I ever took care of or helped take care of was a paralyzed cat. And we had to hold him over the toilet and help him go potty. And she taught me how to do that.
What a great story.
So if you have a paralyzed cat that needs help going potty, call me.
And what is the number? Let's just throw the phone number in.
The phone number.
While we're visiting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
661-865-7412.
I brought you by to do a flower arrangement, so you're going to have to multitask.
Oh, boy.
So we're going to make some flowers. Grab one of those green things.
Okay.
Leather fern from Florida. Okay, we're going to make it in your hand. So there you go. Grab a pretty flower. Good. That's a Gerbera daisy. Okay, grab another. Let's use one of those beautiful roses.
Yeah. Where did they go? Oh, the big one
Put
right
the
here in
arrow
front
right
of me.
there, Anthony. She knows pets,
I'm not a florist.
Disclaimer. And tell me what certifications you have while you're picking up that one.
This one? I am a 3-time certified professional pet sitter, which means you go through a very long course. It takes 16 weeks the first time you go through it, and it trains you how to take care of all sorts of critters. So every 5 years you have to get recertified if you want to claim you're a certified professional pet sitter. So I've been in this business almost 15 years. That means I've got 3 certifications, as well as I was trained by the Red Cross in dog and cat first aid and CPR, and all sorts of other certifications and trainings along the way.
And you can arrange flowers while you're talking. I mean,
Well, I don't know about
not
that,
everybody can do that.
but I'm trying. Thank you.
Another piece of leather fern.
Leather
This is
fern.
like 20 stems. So
Yeah.
what sorts of what's the weirdest animals besides my parrots?
Your parrots.
The parrots would
Cassie-
not talk to me. They would
Chaz
not
and
whistle or
Cassie.
laugh. But Kimberly would come over and visit twice a day on a weekend. And these birds would just be out there laughing and they'd
Singing
be talking.
and-
And I
oh,
get these
boy.
crazy, and you get videos from your pet sitter.
Yes. If they remember to bring their phone, which sometimes doesn't happen. But so the weirdest animal or pet I've ever taken care of. There's a lot of weird animals we take care of. Funny little chuckleheads. But
Chuckleheads.
chuckleheads.
Google that.
It's a professional pet sitter term for funny, furry critters.
Aren't you glad we only did 20 stems?
This is not even 20, but it's getting full. Let's see.
Snakes?
Well, snakes, yeah, those aren't funny though. Sharpays are super cool, and biters.
Eucalyptus.
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 Excuse you.
Aromatherapy.
Oh boy.
And then typically we would put a rubber band on it or tie it off with something.
Yes.
Over a trash can, we're going to cut it and put it into this beautiful vase.
Okay. Over a trash can.
Nice job.
Thank you.
See, you can always make the stems shorter, but
Yes,
you
you
cannot
can.
make them longer.
That is true.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Look at us.
5 stars right there.
We're done. End of story.
So you're going to take this home.
Yes.
Tomorrow you're going to pull those stems out, cut about an inch off,
Okay.
change the water, put it
Okay.
in a different vase if you want.
No.
Put it in that blue vase with the hearts that you love so much.
Oh.
But see, this is the perfect height for it.
It
It's
is.
about the
It's
same height
beautiful.
as the vase, and it's an assortment you got here and
It's
there.
gorgeous. Look at this.
Yeah,
All
that's
at
amazing.
Antelope Valley Florist. That's even nice.
So your time is very important. It's not just you watching the pets.
Right.
You have some bonded, certified, trusted staff.
3 part-timers now.
So what we learned when we had pets
Yes.
was call ahead, plan ahead.
Yes, please. And buy travel insurance. People leave their sick or injured animals in our care and expect us to make miracles happen because they have a trip planned and they can't not go on the trip. They can't get their money back. It's non-refundable, airline ticket, whatever. And so over the years, I've learned that there are travel insurance programs where you can actually pause your trip or cancel it and get a refund or at least a credit. And that way, if something happens to your dog and they break their leg the day before you leave for Florida,
And you cancel the whole thing.
right. And so it's really hard for us as pet care providers to make miracles happen. And magically, as much as we try to help keep animals safe and comfortable, sometimes the owners just shouldn't leave. And unfortunately, because we take care of a lot of special needs pets and ones that are close to end of life, I've had to make phone calls before and say, you need to come home now. And thankfully, some of my clients were only as far as San Diego or Long Beach. But when I have to make that phone call, when that pet is at end of life, that hurts me. It tears me up. So pet insurance, or not pet insurance, travel insurance is something very, very smart. When you're planning trips, plan for the what ifs with your pets too. We're here to take care of your pets while you're gone. But
you know what I've discovered is not every animal is qualified to go on an airplane.
right.
Leave the dog at home or don't go.
Yes. But sometimes, there's deaths in families, there's weddings, there's graduation, there's life events that people need to get to. So what do? We house the pet at the veterinarian's office instead of in our care at your home.
Yeah.
Or, I've only got so many options and so many tools in my toolkit to be a good pet care provider. So I trust that my clients will do the right thing as well. And it's a fine balance, somewhere in between. Yeah.
You're AV Nice. You are, and what you do. And you get AV Nice.
Yes.
It's nice people doing nice things, nice businesses, nice events.
Right.
Things where we talk about ourselves in a positive light, because sometimes
it's not so positive.
Kimberly Maevers, Fun for You. Chris Spicher, AV Nice, AV Florist. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me, buddy.